Okay, good afternoon, class. So at this point we're looking at measurement. You guys had some homework? The homework was exercise 8.2. It's on page . Okay, so the first shape is, the question says calculate the total surface area. The first shape is a rectangular right prism. Not so. So the total surface area is going to be perimeter of base times height plus twice area of base. So it's going to be 2 length plus 2 breadth times your depth of this object, your perpendicular height, plus twice area of base is 2 times length times breadth. So it's going to be 2, your length is 7, plus 2 times 3 times your perpendicular height, which is 5, plus 2 times 7 times 3. So that gives us 14 plus 6 is 20, so it's going to be 100 plus 42. Then 142. Is that correct? 142 is correct. Centimeters squared. You all agree with that? So that B. B, the question says, let's calculate the total surface area. The total surface area, or the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi squared. Is that correct? So it's simply going to be, the diameter is 5, the radius is going to be 2.5. So it's 4 pi times 2.5 squared. That is 5 over 2 squared is 25 pi. Is that correct? And 25 pi is 78,54. Is that correct? Centimeters squared. Yes, Michael. Okay, you all agree with that? Alright. That one. Mubarak. See? The total surface area, this is the cylinder, perimeter of base times height. So the perimeter of this base is going to be, this base is circular. So it's 2 pi r times the depth of the object plus 2 area of base pi r squared. So it's 2 pi, the radius is 6 and the diameter is 6. So the radius has to be 3. So it's going to be 3 times h, which is 5 plus 2 pi times 3 squared. It's going to give you 30 pi plus 9 is 18 pi, which is 48 pi, which gives us an answer of 150,8. 150.8 centimeters squared. Okay, any confusion here? No? Carry on. T. So here we got a conical shape, a cone. So the total surface area is going to be, what's the surface area of a cone? Okay. Surface area of a cone? Pi or S. Not so. That is for the cone shape, no? plus pi squared, which is the top or the base of this in this case. So it's going to be pi rs plus pi r squared. Okay. You would agree with that? It will be pi, your radius, if that is, your diameter is 10, your radius is 5. So it will be 5, your slanted height, we don't know. So let's work that out first. So that is 5, 8. How are you going to get the slanted height? We're going to use Pythagoras. So your slanted height squared is equal to 8 squared plus 5 squared. 8 squared is 64 plus 25, which is 89. So the square root of 89 plus pi, the radius, which is 5 squared. Okay? That will simply be 5 root 89 pi plus 25 pi. Okay? 5 root 89 pi plus 25 pi. 2 to 6.73. Is that correct? Huh? Centimeters. Okay. The next one is E. You got a pyramid here. The surface area of the pyramid. The square base is the square base pyramid, not so. So there are 4 rectangles. How do you calculate the rectangle? Half base times perpendicular height. Not so. So by doing this, I'm working out 4 of those faces. Not so. Plus the area of the square is going to be side squared. Not so, which is 8 squared in this case. Any confusion there? Alright. But if you look at working out the area of the square, not going to be possible without calculating the perpendicular height. So if you take one of these faces, the base of this is of course 8. Okay? So the perpendicular height is this height here. What is this length of this here? No, the perpendicular height is what? 6. Wait. I'm calculating the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, the slanted height. So what I'm going to do is, you see here that from there to there, it's actually your slanted height. Not so. So this triangle I'm drawing, I've drawn the wrong triangle. Sorry about that. So from center to that end point is how many units? Or how many centimeters? 4. Because that whole length is 8, so it's 4. Perpendicular height is 6. So the slanted height. So s squared is equal to 6 squared plus 4 squared, which is 36 plus 16, which is 52. The square root thereof will be your slanted height. Not so? Which is also the perpendicular height of this triangle here, and which you have 4 of. Okay? So it's going to be 4 times half times the base, which is 8, times the perpendicular height, which is the root of 52, plus your side, which is 8 squared. Okay, so half times 4 is 2, so it's 16 root 52 plus 64. So it's 16 root 52 plus 64. That gives you 179,38. Is that correct? Huh? 179,38 centimeters square. Let's look at F. Yeah, in F we got another square base pyramid. That is the same. Okay, now here we work in reverse. Okay, with the Pythagoras. Otherwise everything else is the same. The total surface area is going to be, how many of those faces do we have? 4. So it's 4 times a half times base times perpendicular height, that's of your triangle, plus your side squared. Okay, so it's going to be half times 4 times your base, which is this here, which is 14, times your perpendicular height, in this case is 25. So in actual fact, I don't have to work out even the depth of the pyramid, not so, your perpendicular height of the pyramid. So it's plus your side, which is 14 squared. Okay. So that, put in a calculator, it's going to be 2 times 14 times 25 plus 14 squared. Gives you an answer of 896 centimeters. Okay. G. G, we are given 3 shapes here, 3 shapes. We have a cone, cylinder, and a hemisphere. Okay. So the surface area is going to be the cone plus your cylinder plus your surface area of the hemisphere. So how do you calculate the total surface area of a cone? So it will be pi rs plus pi r squared. Not so. However, that pi r squared gives you the area of that circle there. Is the circle exposed? No. So that means to say that this part is not going to be considered for the cone. Okay. Then we have a cylinder. The cylinder, the total surface area of the cylinder is perimeter of base is 2 pi r times the depth of the object, that gives you the body of the shape, plus twice area of base, which is pi r squared. Is that circular part exposed? No. So you take it also. Yes, my God.
So instead of using pi r times slanted height, can't we use the other formula? It would be easier, wouldn't it?
Sorry?
Can't you use the other formula for the cone?
Which is the formula?
Pi r and the root of r.
Yes, you can do that as well. Absolutely. Okay? So you're saying you're going to plug in the whole theorem of Pythagoras instead of saying slanted height? You want to, she says that easier, then you do it. No. As a friend, this will be a bit easier. Plus, how do you calculate the area of a hemisphere? It is 2 pi r squared plus pi r squared, which is this here again. Again, this is not exposed. You would agree with that? So in other words, we got pi, my radius, the length of the radius of the cone, cylinder and hemisphere is the same. From center to circumference is 3. Can you see that? So the radius of all these pieces are 3. Okay? So the radius is 3. The slanted height is going to be 4, 3. This is the length I'm going to calculate here. How do we do that? By using Pythagoras. But that's a Pythagorean triple. So it's going to be you 5 there. Not so. Apply Pythagoras and get an answer of 5. Plus 2 pi, my radius is 3, times the height. The height of this object is 9, plus the hemisphere is going to be 2 pi, and the radius is of course 3 squared. So that's going to give you 15 pi, plus 6 times 9 is 54 pi, plus 9 times 2 is 18 pi. Okay? So that's going to give you 69. 79 is 87 pi. So 87 pi gives us 273,32. 273,32 centimeters. Is that correct? Okay. Any confusion here? Look at H. Yes? Yes? Oh, I got 8.3. Thank you. Now when we almost finish with the day, but thank you. Right. So in H, in order to calculate the total surface area is going to be perimeter of base is the perimeter of the triangle times the depth of this object plus twice area of base, which is half base times perpendicular. So the perimeter of the shape is going to be 6 plus 8 plus this unknown here, which is x. But x can be calculated using Pythagoras. As you can see, it's already a Pythagorean triple. It's going to give you 10 anyway. So x is 10. So that would be 10 plus 6 plus 8 times the perpendicular height, which is 7, plus half cancels that. Base, which is 8 times height, which is 6. Okay. So that is 16 plus 8 is 24 times 7 plus 8 times 6. We're going to answer of 216 centimeters squared. That correct? Alright. Then I think there was one question dealing with determine the length of the sides of the cube if the surface area is number 2. The surface area is 150. Now a cube has 6 faces, not so 6 equal faces. So the surface area is going to be 6 times side squared. Okay, if you didn't know that, you go perimeter of base times height plus twice area of base. Alright, so that gives us surface area 150 is equal to 6 side squared. So divide by 6 both sides. So that gives you a side squared of 25, which implies that your side will give you a length of 5 centimeters. Okay? That's now number 2. Let's look at number 3. Any issues with number 3, people? Huh? No? Question 4? Yes. Okay, let's look at question 4. Determine the height of a cylinder. So again, you see if the shape is not given, it's easier to draw it and make sense of what you have here. So the height of the cylinder, we have a cylinder. The height is what you must calculate. The surface area is equal to 216 pi. So to calculate the surface area of the cylinder is going to be the perimeter of base, which is 2 pi r times height, plus 2 area of base, which is 2 pi r squared. It's equal to 216 pi. So this, it has a radius of 6 centimeters. So it's 2 pi times 6 times the depth of the object, which is h, plus 2 pi 6 squared is equal to 216 pi. So you get over the equal sign, so it's 2 pi 6h. 2 pi times 6 is going to be 12 pi. H is equal to 72. 216 minus 72 gives you 4. 114. Is that correct? 144, sorry. 144 pi. Divide both sides by 12 pi. It cancels, so h is equal to 12 centimeters in this case. Okay, you all okay with that? Any problems with number 5? Any issues with number 5? No? No? So now we're going to look at more complex calculations. For more complex shapes, you need to visualize how the object is made up of simpler objects. Okay, so we're looking at the example 1 and it's on page. Example 1 and page 260. Okay. The question says calculate the volume and the surface area of these two objects using the information in the given diagram. Okay. So we have two shapes here. Okay. So if you're looking at the volume is going to be fairly simple. The volume is going to be, we got this shape here. Let's call this shape A. The volume of a rectangular prism plus the volume of shape B, which is another rectangular prism. Can you see that? So what we do is we divide this into basic shapes. Alright. So, we're saying, how do you calculate the volume? Let's call this the volume of A plus the volume of B. How do you calculate the volume of an A prism? It's length times breadth times height, not so. So the volume is going to be length times breadth times height. So my length is 10, my breadth is 12, as you can see here, or vice versa, times the height, which is 3, plus, now we look at the other shape. The length of 3, a breadth of, which is the same of 4.4, and the depth of this object is going to be 5, not 8. 8 is going to be this whole length here, remember? That is going to be 5 and that was 3. Can you see that? And that was the same length. 8 minus 3 is 5. So that you put in the calculator. The volume is going to be 10 times 12 times 3 plus 3 times 4.4 times 5. It's going to be 426 centimeters cube. Will you guys understand? Is there any confusion here? Okay. Now, for the perimeter, maybe a bit different. So the perimeter, where the surface area, why am I saying perimeter? The surface area, it's going to be the surface area of shape A plus the surface area of B, not so? But what do you notice here? That the surface area under block B must be taken out. Can you see that? Normally, because when we say twice area of base, I was work out the top and the bottom, not so? The top and the bottom. But I must take one of it out because that is not exposed. Then I must also take that area out from shape A. Can you see that? So I'm taking this area out twice. So twice area of base I can just leave out. Can you see that? So let's go with that. The perimeter of base times height. So it's going to be 2 length plus 2 breadth times the depth of the object plus area of base, so it's going to be 2 pi r, no, 2 length times breadth, so that is for shape A. Let's go with shape B, so that would be same story, okay? So let's just put this is the formula, no, for the surface area. Alright. So the surface area will simply be 2, my length is 10, plus 2, my breadth is 12, times the depth of the object, which is 3, plus twice area of base, so the length times breadth times 2, so it's 2 times 10 times 2. Right. Remembering that that is accounting for this piece here. Not so, people? It's accounting for that piece. Plus, let's go with, say we use green for shape B. It will be plus 2 length, which is 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4.4 times the depth of the object, which is 8. And normally we say plus twice area of base, not so. So the one is not exposed, and the one, that one there is actually the shape that is cut out of shape A. Okay. That gives us, open brackets, 2 times 10 plus 2 times 12 times 3 plus 2 times 10 times 12 plus, open brackets, 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4.4 times 8 gives you 490.4. Can somebody just confirm that is correct in the textbook? Or is it wrong? 4? 4 4 6. 4 6. Yes? 426. No, the volume is 426. Let me try and locate my mistake here. Which page are we on? $265. Yes?
When they calculate the surface area of the large pyramid, they say 2 for the height and not 3.
So the mistake in the textbook. Okay, so she says the mistake is with the height of the first of what we marked A. Is that correct?
Surface area of top and base of top and base of large present together. They say 2 times 12 times 10, so it will be 3 times 12.
They say 2 times because we're calculating the two sides. So then the calculation of the calculation 3 times 4, then calculation.
So they're saying 2 times 12 times 10. Let's see where that is fitting in. Okay, so that is 240. The surface area of the top and the base of the large prism together. So that is right. Note that this includes the area of the top face of the smaller prism. The area of the larger prism is the area of the sides of the larger prism is 2 times 3 times 12 plus 3 times 10 times 2. So that is correct. Surface area of the sides of the smaller prism is 2 times 4.4 times 5 plus 3 times 5 so it's going to be 2 times 12 times 10 is 240 is 2 open brackets 36 plus 30 give you 132, that's correct. So it's going to be 2 times 4.4 times 5 plus 3 times 5 74. So 74 plus 132 plus 240 gives them 446. 446, no? So just coming back to what we have. So I was working 446. So let's see. So the total surface area is going to be, right, we're back at shape A. So it's 2 times 10 plus 2 times, you found a mistake? Yes, where?
So basically, the everything I think the theory was correct, but the 74 from when they calculated.
The 74, yes? Huh? No. Okay. So we're saying 2 times 10, perimeter of base is 2 times 10 plus 2 times 12 times the height. Perimeter of base times height plus twice area of base is 2 times 10 times 12 plus the perimeter of that base is going to be 2 times 3. Here's my mistake. Supposed to have been 5. Didn't we highlight that earlier on that there had to be 5 here? I used 8, that's my mistake. So let's see. So we'll put it again. Here we go. Sorry about that. The answer is 446 centimeters. I used 8 instead of 5. Okay. Whilst 8 is the whole length from top to the bottom. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so in our next lesson we're going to look at number 2. Okay. Well, how much time do we have left of this period? Sorry? 4 minus 12. 15 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Do we have calculations here for the time? Right, let's look at the shape here. Alright. So again, the volume, people. You go with the easy one first. The volume is going to be area of base times height. Not so. Now this shape is made up of two different shapes, a composite shape base. No? So it's going to be the volume of the semicircle, the area of a semicircle, plus the area of a rectangle times the depth of the object. Okay. So what do we have? How do we calculate the area? Remember, for the volume is area of base times height. Okay. So how do we calculate the area of a semicircle? It's going to be pi r squared, not so. And it was divided by 2. So that's half, it's semi. Plus the area of a rectangle. The length is going to measure here at 80. Okay. And the height is, the breadth is going to work to be 20. You all agree with that? So it's length times breadth times height. So it's going to be pi. So what's the length of the radius? What's the length of the radius? 40. Not so. So it's 40 squared divided by 2 plus 20 times 80 times the height of this object, which is 120. Okay. It's going to be open brackets pi times 40 squared over 2 plus over 2 plus 20 times 80 times 120. Did I give you? Is that correct? Check. Oh, 493 or 529, 592 is correct. So the volume can I give you 493,000 592 comma 89 centimeters. Okay. You all agree with that? Any confusion here? Any confusion? And for the total surface area, it's going to be the perimeter of this base. Okay? This perimeter of base times height plus 2 area of base. Okay? So if you look at this, if I start here, it will be an arc plus a rectangle shorting one side times the depth of this object plus 2 area of base. It's going to be a semicircle plus a rectangle, area of rectangle. Alright, so a semicircle, how do you calculate the perimeter of a circle? 2 pi r divided by 2, because that's semi, because that's the half times 2 times pi, plus that length is 20, there's 2 of them, so it's 20 times 2 plus this cross part there, so they give you 80. Not so? Times the depth of this object, which is 120, plus 2 times the area of a semicircle, it's going to be half pi r, which is 40 squared, plus the area of a rectangle, which is length times breadth, so it's 20 times 8. Okay. So it's going to be open brackets 2 pi times r, and r was 14, eh? 2 times 40 squared, 40 over 2 plus 20 times 2 plus 80, close brackets, times 120 plus 2 open brackets of pi times 40 squared plus 20 times 80. That correct? 37,706,19. 37,706,1 centimeters. Okay. So with that you'll be able to do exercise 8.3. Okay. There's basically 3 sums. Okay, numbers 1 to 3. Can do that all for homework for Monday. Okay. You guys can start with it now. This point I'll stop the video as well.